Hello Aries, welcome to your Gemini new moon reading. I'm super excited to dive into the energies right now. I don't know if there's been a thing going on in the collective or just an energy within me, but I've been pretty, let's say like, you know, in the outs and energetically just low. I was vibrating low and just lots of internal work going on. So I was super excited to finally wake up this morning and feel like I can read again and feel like I can see again and feel things getting clearer. And you know, that may have a little something to do with me speaking to a light worker yesterday and just doing some work, and it was just over the phone. I didn't even go see her, but it was enlightening, and there was a release which was super important because I just felt like my solar plexus was just kind of blocked. So you know, we talked about it, and I intended to book a you know, session with her to do some actual like Reiki work, but we didn't end up booking, and I don't know if I need it. I don't know if the phone call was enough, but either way, felt good. So I'm just really excited to be able to be an open channel for people and their energies again, because I was definitely I was a little blocked. So just want you to know I have cleansed, I have lit a candle for these readings, and you know, we are bringing in some insight, and we're bringing in some love, and we're bringing in some messages and advice from spirit for my Aries friends, for my lovely Aries people who will be asking questions in regards to what is coming in for this Gemini new moon. New moon energy is always so beautiful, and it is just such a, you know, fresh and enlightening time. It's a great time to start new projects and, you know, start working with the moon's phases and just calling in on that energy. So if that's something that speaks to you, it may be worth it if you're trying to create something for yourself. It's great for utilizing the moon for manifestation and bringing in things into your love, into your life, and things of love into your life, things of passion, things of desire. With that being said, a couple messages for you. These are general readings, so they might not resonate with everybody. Some messages may resonate with you, some may not. So take what speaks to you and leave what doesn't. Funny, the Emperor, that's definitely Aries energy. Queen of Swords, that's me. There's you, there's me, and there's the Three of Coins. Creating something, something of, you know, mastering, connections, contracts. It's creating something. So beautiful energy. Anyways, what else did I want to say? Oh, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. My YouTube channel, it gets me more views and it gets more messages out there to all of the individuals out there who are looking for guidance and something to call upon. I think in life we all have times where, you know, we need to make that connection for guidance, you know, because I think everybody has questions about direction at one time or another. And also connecting really helps, you know, just open your mind and your perspective to things that you may not have thought about before. So it really is beautiful. It's definitely a byproduct of co-creation. So if you didn't hear that, it's definitely a byproduct of co-creation. So just creating something beautiful. So what else did I want to say? Oh, if you would like a personal reading, if you're looking for guidance into anything in your life, I'll leave information in the description box. Right now, until the rest of the world opens back up for COVID, I'm doing personal readings, half an hour time via FaceTime or any other app. We can do Zoom, we can do just Duo, really anything. And $15 for half an hour, one question, and we get a lot of insight into them. They've been really good readings. Once everything opens back up for COVID, I will be doubling my price. It'll be back to $30 for 30 minutes, same reading. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into prayer and get into your energies here. And yeah, let's get into your reading. Spirit, Divine Source, Heavenly Father, Guardian Angels, Goddesses, Gods, all angels of love and light, I'm calling you in right now to discuss some Aries matters. We want to look into the energy of Aries, Gemini, full moon. What's coming in for Aries in this Gemini full moon? What is affecting them? What is their current situations? What is the advice from Spirit? We're looking for guidance and answers into Aries' personal situations right now. Thank you, Spirit, for continuing to show me clearly and use me as a vessel into Aries' personal situations. Thank you for continuing to bless my life with so much love, health, beauty, prosperity, abundance. All of these things I'll be forever grateful for, and I know without you I would never have them. Thank you, Spirit, for continuing to use me as a vessel and show me clear messages into the situations of Aries. Thank you, Spirit. I'll fix my camera in a minute. I'm still waiting for my, one more. I'm still waiting for my camera stand. I'm so excited to get it. I just got an email this morning saying that it's coming in. Should I take these cards? So I can't wait for it to get here. I'm just really excited because then I won't have to focus so much on my camera. And oh, Knight of Swords came out again. Very beautiful. Okay. One more. Oh, that's too many, Spirit. Give me one more. One more. There it is. Okay. So, current situation is the Knight of Wands. Okay, there's something going on here. Okay, so I'm doing a 5-card spread. We're going to clarify with another deck, a little mini deck, but Knight of Wands. So something came in, you're dealing with something that came in pretty fast. Something that is of desire. It may not have been something that you felt like was going to stick around. You might be dealing with something that's, you know, coming in and moving out quickly, or just coming in and out again. So if this has anything to do with love, if I'm speaking to our divine feminine Aries right now, which is possible because you got the Empress, and that's your past situation that's affecting your present situation, which is this Knight of Wands coming in. So it speaks to me like there is a fella or a suitor who may have, you know, come in quickly or will be coming in very quickly, like within the next day or two, to you know, offer you something that, you know, sounds just beautiful, like this desirable and passionate and so on and so forth, which could be like the next thing for you, with what we got here. Because, okay, Knight of Wands is what's coming in. Your past affecting your present is the Empress energy. So that's you being the ultimate partner, being that, you know, divine source of love, of light, and people are very attracted and drawn to you. So that's, you know, self-mastery in itself, right? And it brings in this energy of the Two of Cups, which is, you know, a future outcome. So to me, this speaks to a romance reading, but there will be some challenges, and the advice from Spirit is the Hierophant. So that's like marriage. That is, you know, really committing to that one person, but what led to your present situation was the Four of Swords. So there was a time in between, let's say the last time this you know, fella came in for you, there was a time of no contact, there was no open communication. You were in rest, respite, some growth, and the reason why I think it's you that went through this time of silence and rest is because you come in as the Empress, and you know that green energy speaks to your Four of Swords again. Green energy speaks to your heart chakra, so it speaks to, you know, like living your life by your heart chakra. There's some need to look at this Hierophant card a little bit more, because, you know, it's the 5th card in the deck, so that speaks to me as change. So there might have need to have been a shift within yourself and a shift in the energies for this to be able to happen. So also, the Knight of Wands, you know, he brings in this offer. So that could be like, you know, swift, you know, like it was just like a quick decision, and he comes swooping in and he's like, hey, you know, I got everything you need, baby. You know, I got all of the passion, I'm handsome, I'm all of these things. So, you know, will you take up this offer? The Two of Cups comes in, and, you know, as you can see, it's this love situation, right? It's this connection, could be soulmates, but it could also be karmic partner, which, you know, it's possible, right? So I need to speak to it. So with that, karmic partners are brought into our lives to teach us a lesson, karmic lesson, growth, moving towards your true authentic self. Sometimes we go through situations to teach us what it is that we do want, and it's, you know, really, you know, it speaks clearly to that. The Hierophant coming in, so this is like, you know, this is higher realms of you know, almost like dictatorship in a way, right? So one thing that I do want to note is that you are on a spiritual journey, and so is this other individual. So that speaks to sometimes you might not see eye to eye on your journey. The reason why this speaks to me like that is because the all-seeing eye at the top. So obviously this is speaking to our third eye chakra, or crown chakra. So what our souls are guiding us towards sometimes doesn't always match what somebody else's is, right? So there'd be work that would need to be put in for your paths to align on both parties. As you can see, you're at the back of this, you know, beautiful, I don't even know what to call it, like auditorium hallway, you know, cathedral hallway. So you are back here and you got your wand, right? This passionate wand that comes in with this Knight of Wands here. And, you know, you're like, hey, you know, let me show you this path down here. And he's like, but I want to go this way. So there could be something to think about or talk about around that. Really, really beautiful energy though. This is, you know, this is your outcome and energy, right? So the Hierophant and the Two of Cups is the outcome energy. The Hierophant, that's your advice from spirit, and so to speak. So, you know, coming to terms with that fact is part of the balance, right? So Two of Cups is the outcome. So there's going to be some sort of union here, and only time will tell if it's karmic or if it's soulmate. So really beautiful energy. So we're just going to get some clarifier cards, and that one landed on the Two of Cups. Temperance. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm going to get some. I want to clarify the Empress. What Empress? Clarify the Empress, please. Spirit, clarify the Empress. Two of Wands and strength. So strength speaks to taming that beast inside, right? And let's say, you know, you're in a specific situation, and it came to a time of growth. You were going through a situation that, you know, basically prompted you to have to grow, because the Two of Wands came into, and that's a decision. So that's choosing to become the Empress and utilizing the strength to make you feel like you are the Empress, right? So it's a process of growth, and growth towards your divine feminine energy. And the Empress, she embodies all of that energy. She is, you know, she got there. That's like goddess mode, basically. So there may have been a time where you had to make a decision to become that, right? Let's talk about the Hierophant. Spirit, give me 3 cards for the Hierophant, please. Justice, Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Swords. So you may have had to forgive this individual for potentially, like, you know, walking away from the situation and not being the most truthful in previous times. Justice comes in though, so that's the balancing of that. And Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune brings in, it brings in change. The wheel speaks to also you having to go through a process of growth, and knowing that everything happens in cycles, but you have to go through the cycle to get to the next part of the cycle. So there, you know, but this clearly, it's destined to happen, because 2 major arcana on the Hierophant tells me that there was a time where you really needed to practice forgiveness and, you know, expose what truly happened historically. So Knight of Wands, like I said, it just speaks to me like somebody coming in to swoop you off your feet. But, you know, just definitely pay attention to the signs, because there's some, you know, healing that needs to happen to be able to get yourself to that place. And then the Emperor comes in. So that's my last clarifying card for this reading. The Emperor comes in, which is exactly what you need as the Empress. So there's always work to do. There's always personal work. Your personal work looks a little, it looks green and orange to me. So, and to, I think, you know, for the individual that may or may not be coming into your situation, I think that to be able to balance that energy out, you're going to have to work within your third eye and your crown chakra, and really, you know what you're pouring into your brain. And the blue speaks to speaking the things that are in your brain. So the things that you think about, the things that are on your mind, use your use your throat chakra. Orange, that's speaking to your, I want to say solar plexus, but it's not, it's your sacral chakra. So that, you know, that energy is about, you know, that desire and your creativity and all of those things that come pouring in when you're inspired. So if you find that somebody is inspiring you to become those things, then that, you know, may be a good answer in the direction of soulmate rather than karmic partner. So really beautiful. I'm going to pull one card from 2 more decks, and then that is your reading. This is my energy oracle. So the energy that Aries needs to embody to be able to move. Oh, let's, you know what? No. The energy that Aries needs to embody. Spirit, what energy does Aries need to embody to ensure progress in the right direction? Spirit, what does Aries need to embody to ensure progress in the right direction? Spirit, what does Aries need to embody to ensure progress in the right direction? Spirit, come on. Spirit, what energy does Aries need to embody? Almost it. I think that's one. Okay, so 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. So 4th chakra, speaking to that green energy again. This is the confirmation that we needed. Do what your heart tells you, the things that make your heart beat. You know, focus on your heart chakra, focus on self-love, focus on overtly expressing love, focus on greens, making sure you're eating your greens, taking greens, things like that. If you find that you're having blockages in being able to really hear your heart, you can sit in meditation, wear green, things like that. Super important for your heart chakra right now. So, you know, that's the end of our reading, Aries. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope these messages find you well.